Hello everyone. Okay, this is why I think we should not boycott the Qatar. It's got 3 points where I really believe that we should not, as a Western country or any other country, boycott the Qatar. The first point is that many numbers are wrong. For example, they say in 10 years it was 6,500 people die, worker die. Then now I'm going to give you the number in France, in England, the number of dead there in our country, you know. And the number of dead in France, the worker are 14,352 in 10 years. And in 10 years in Qatar, it was 6,500 dead. But now, on the 14,352, mostly was people was working on the what we call a building area, public construction, private construction, all the what we call worker, you know, and this is 90% of dead. And not include the people die on the way to work, which are also should be included. Then if you separate by week, this represent for the Qatar 12 dead by week since 2010 at today, and for France 14 dead by week, and mostly in France is the building and construction area that you have the most people, worker die, you know. And we don't include the dead from the amiant, you know, because if you include the dead from the amiant in the European country, not in Qatar, then it's more than Qatar, much more than Qatar. Then in conclusion, the Qatar, by number, have less workers die than any other country. Little bit less, but it's, let's say it's almost the same. Then it's wrong to point it out to Qatar as a country, because that's what I saw on many articles and many arguments of people is the World Cup was built by blood. No, it's as much blood than it is the last 10 years in France, on all construction included. And that's the same for Qatar, on all construction included, is less dead. Then this argument and this point is completely wrong. Then don't use that, because it's a lie. Lying is bring nothing to light, you know. And why I believe we should not ban or boycott Qatar is by doing that, we don't support them, we don't encourage them to go forward, to make it better, you know. The last 5 years, many things get better in Qatar, you know, and in Arab country. And I don't say it's paradise. Many things we have to do, and many things we should do also in France for environment and everything. And we try to get better, you know. But if you point out somebody and say you are bad, you are wrong, you separate them from us, and they're gonna feel hurt, and they're gonna feel angry, you know. And that's not the good attitude. I think we should all go and support them and say, what you did the last 5 years was good, you can do better. We want to support you to respect a little bit more the worker, to respect the little bit more the right of the woman, but not banning, you know. I have an example, it's me. It's a very good and bad example, you know. When I was 24, I fall on I was depressed, and I started to drink and get drunk and use pill, you know, and went to disintoxication hospital, you know, and then get out and try to kill myself 2 times, you know. And it was people, they point me with the finger and they say, you're bad, you're very bad because you drink, you drunk, and your attitude is bad. My attitude was bad, but some people, they say, I trust on you, and I know you're gonna get better, you know, and they reach my hand and they help me, you know, and thanks God now I stopped to drink and stopped to use pill 34 years ago, because some people, many people, they judge me, and I feel guilty and I feel bad and I want to drink more. And it was some of the people, they reached my hand, you know, and they say, come, I know you get good part and you can develop this good part and make a better person of you, you know. And that's why I believe we should all support the Qatar and say, you did better the last 5 years. I'm sure you're going to do better, and we support you and we are with you. But don't ban people, don't reject people. It's very bad feeling for everybody. It's not good, you know. And by number, I show you by number, we should not even judge them by number of dead. Now, thanks to these people who reached my hand, and now I completely changed since I'm 34 years now. I'm 34 years sober, because some people trust me, believe me, you know, believe on me, and they don't reject me, you know. And thanks to that, since I wrote a book, sorry for my English, huh? I wrote a book, Second Chance, 300,000 people read this book. I received more than 18,000 comments. Thank you, you saved my life. Thank you, my brother read your book and now he stopped to drink and he changed his life. Thank you, my mother was completely almost dead and now she 2 years sober. And you know, then by saving somebody, some people, they save me because they trust me. I write this book and I help many people. Then some people help me and I help people, and those people that I help, they're gonna help some other people. But if everybody was rejecting me, it was no good for nobody. That's why I believe we should support the Qatar, you know? Even if it's not, nobody is completely white, nobody is completely black, even if he's got some gray part, and I'm sure he's got some gray part, you know? But he was always some gray part, and we should not, by reject them, I don't think, with bad argument. Most of the arguments are wrong, you know? And for another example, and I'm going to finish with that, you know, I patent, I'm going to show you that, I patent a system after I stopped to drink, 10 years after I stopped to drink and changed my life, you know. I patent a system which get the support of many organisms. I get 400 articles. I get a C award from the Queen Elizabeth. I don't say that. I don't want you to applause or I just show you that, you know, saving reach the hand of people and help people they can do something else for somebody else. And that's why it's important, you know. And my system now is an anti-pollution system installed on the oil tanker. My system is GLMD. You can go on Google, you're going to see, with Jean-Luc Dabi, my name. That's why it's GLMD. It's got 800 oil tankers who have my system, and they are more secure. Then if it's got a shipwreck, with my system, it's going to have 90% of pollution less, you know. And I tell you that for a specific point. And I patent this, and it was validated by the French Institute of Petrol. Many engineers validate my system, which was very simple. You know, simple. It was based on the principle of Archimedes, the difference of density, you know, and work with no mechanic and no electric is a natural principle, you know. And I got few appointments made by the French embassy. I was the most friendly people. It was Doha, you know. They was very friendly, very warm. And one of the guy from and I talked with him for 30 minutes. I explained him, and I say, I see many people, and they all say, very good, call us back when you start. But I say, if nobody starts, I cannot. The system will never be installed. And then the guy look at me in the eyes and say, listen, give me 1 minute. He called somebody, start to talk in English, then I understand. And he said, you have an appointment tomorrow at 11 o'clock at Qatar Navigation. And we're going to order. We're going to be the first to order. And it was Saturday morning. And Sunday morning, I didn't get anything. And I said, I should call them. I should call the secretary. And then on the afternoon, I called the secretary. Even Sunday, she was there. And she said, listen, give me 30 minutes and you will get the fax. I said, okay. And I wait. Maybe 10 minutes after, I get the fax. And I call all my shareholder and the board, and they all was happy. And then the company really start, because of that. And that's why I feel like I should be thankful because, and maybe we should all be thankful because, it's nobody is completely white, nobody is completely black. And because of this position that they take, my company start, and now we have the world of oil tanker is a little bit more safe. It's like when you put a belt on the car, now it's more safe. Doesn't make like it's not dead, but it make better place, more safe. Then all of that is to tell you that we should not boycott the Qatar. We should be open, we should be warm, we should be friendly, and we should make them feel good for them to try to get better. That's what people did to me. They make me feel good. They make me feel like I have very good part on me and I can get better, and I get better. Then please don't boycott the Qatar and don't point out this country. Make a friend from them. Make them become our friend. Try to think a little bit and try to do what is the best for human being and for the world. Okay, thank you.